If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. So if you watched my previous video, the coaching adjustments you should be using, I said that I was going to start making videos on how to attack the basic things for the newer players. So a lot of people come to me with questions on basic routes and stuff, and how do you play this type of defense? How do you stop this type of route? And that's what we're gonna focus on, man. Now, I'm gonna make several of these videos in the coming days and weeks for you guys that are newer to Madden. So pay attention. Today, we're gonna focus on the drag route. There's different variations, different ways. I'll show you guys the basic ways, the advanced ways and stuff like that. If you watch my gameplays, I get a lot of interceptions or I get a lot of ball turnover because it's 4th and 2. I already know my opponent's gonna throw it to the flat and he's gonna look for them drag routes. So make sure you drop a like. If you need a full scheme breakdown of any form or the meta formations or the best ones that are in the game in the members area, if you become a member, you join today, you get access to all of it. The dollar defense, the tight offset tight end, wild trail weak, tray wide flex, gun bunch, the nickel over, 4-6 defense. Everything is in there for you guys to compete. So make sure you check it out. All right. And let's talk about these defensive plays and these setups and stuff like that. So one thing that you need to understand is personnel matchups and stuff like that. So what I want you to do automatically, okay, and this goes for the style of defense you're playing, what you're facing with your opponent. Let's assume my opponent is a heavy passer. He's coming out in a 3 wide receiver set or more. He's using 3 wide receivers, okay? I already know I'm gonna come to my coaching. I'm gonna go to my depth chart. I'm gonna hold the right trigger, go all the way down to cornerback, and I'm looking for speed. Now this team right here, they're okay, but they're not the best, okay? So I'll show you guys how to mitigate that as far as having people. So you have Blackwell right here for 94 speed as a cornerback that's not even playing. His overall is a 65. Let's see what his zone and man defensive ratings are right now, okay? So his man coverage is 66, his zone. However, he does have the speed. We could utilize this guy for something. Now, he will get cooked on double moves and stuff like that. So primarily, you do not want Blackwell in the position on the outside going against receivers that are running sluggles and stuff like that, because although he has 94 speed, his man defensive recognition is not that good. However, we can use him in the slot. We can use him in certain defenses on the inside. That's all fine, okay? So let's keep him in mind with his speed. Let's also keep Crewshank in mind. He could be our user because like I said, we don't have a lot of speed. So, and if you're running man defense, this is going to be crucial for you to understand your speed and your ratings. However, I'm going to show you guys what man defenses that you should be running, and we're going to be right here. Let's go ahead and do I guess we can do, I should have came out my defense, but it is what it is. We'll use dollar, okay, right here. This is 3-2 mug. This is a different variation than what we're used to. However, it's good that I get to show you guys with a defense that I don't even really use. Okay, so remember what we said right here in the cornerback position. We can go ahead and put Blackwell on the inside in our cornerback, and then they'll automatically move the best cornerbacks to the outside. That's what we want to do. Right here, we have Jones as QB. Now, on the inside right here, we have linebacker positions. However, we can come over here to Blackwell, okay? Where's he at? Oh, he's not in there. Yeah, Crucial. I'm sorry. We can use our safeties. My bad. I'm sorry. Apologize. Put them in the position of the linebackers, and now we have speed. You can take this linebacker out, and you can put Carson in there. Okay, so now we have safeties in these positions. We have our fast cornerback, and let's just assume we want to run man defense, right? Cover 2 man. Perfect, all right? But we're assuming that our opponent is going to throw drags because he only needs 2 yards. Now, let me show you guys. Let's just do it from gun bunch. We'll go ahead and run smash return. Let's go into cover 2 man. Now, cover 2 man in its base defense, and I kind of messed up because I should have turned auto flip off. Let me do that. Remember in the previous video, I told you guys, when you're running this style of man defense, you want to right click in, you want to turn auto flip off. That way we know who our user is going to be every single time. And right now it's going to be the guy on the left side. See him on the blitzing angle in our play art. We're going to use him. That's our user. Now you have to be careful because remember, Houston is the guy guarding the halfback. So when you see this, right, since I have auto flip off, what you can do if you're fast enough, or you can just leave auto flip on, doesn't matter. I will just manually put him on, and then I will use Carson like this. Okay, get that out the way, then I'll put myself on a blitz. Now, let's assume 4th and 2. Okay, my man is going to be running drags. Now the base coverage in cover 2 man is underneath. Your corners, your defensive backs will look to play underneath. However, you have to remember that this is a bunch formation. So what does this mean? Harder to press and harder to get anything going to slow down the underneath routes. So let's just run it in a stock and put some drags out there. We'll take X, put them on a drag, B on a drag. Let's go ahead and get, well, we already have Cobb on a drag, so we'll just leave that. RB. Let's take A, put them on a smart route, an in route, okay, like this, and then we'll go ahead and just wheel route the Y route like this, okay? Just like that. Now, ratings matter, remember that. Cover 2 man and its base is underneath and inside. These guys on a base level should play inside, but remember, ratings matter. And if the wide receivers are better, you're gonna have these types of situations, okay? You're gonna have those types of situations. This is where if you're gonna be running man defense, a couple tips that you can do right off the bat. So once we man up this guy to keep him on the same side, put ourselves on a blitz. What we wanna do to see if it helps, we wanna repress, wire triangle left stick down for repress. Then we wanna reshade underneath, wire triangle right stick down for underneath, okay? And let's just see, we'll do the same thing. X, boom, like this. Go ahead and take this guy, and then we can just put B on a flat or something like that, okay? Let's see how they react now when we snap the ball. Boom. Look at that. Now it's X, okay? Now it's X. You see how it's RNG based. So what does this mean for you when you're running cover 2 man? You have different options, okay? You have different options. You can sell out on the underneath, okay? So we go ahead and man up the running back. We reshade or we press shade underneath, all right? Put ourselves on a blitz this way. What you're going to do is you have to be good with your use. This is why you need to get off the D-line. I mean, you have to get off the D-line, okay? You really don't have a choice anymore. What you're gonna do with your user is you're gonna be floating like this, okay? You're gonna be waiting, and the first person that looks like they're going to get cooked, that's who you jet for. Now, like I said, I don't have no one helping me, so let's make sure we have the what they call a mesh concept. You see, this is a mesh concept because we're running dual drags across the field. The one that looks like it's gonna be wide open, we cover ourselves. So snap the ball, boom, RB. I'm coming underneath with RB with my speed, and that is lockdown right there, okay? The deep paths are gonna help you over the top, so you don't really have to worry about over the top coverage. Just come to instant replay so I can show you what I mean. You saw how this guy got confused right here in the middle of the field, right? That happens. This is why we wanted to run bunch, because you're gonna face this a lot where people get scrambled and this guy just breaks free. What we are doing is we are looking, and we're looking for the route that gets wide open, and it happens to be this guy, okay? It happens to be this guy. Now, we want to get a little bit more advanced, right, with this right here, okay? Let me just teach you guys this variation, and I'll show you guys a very easy way to do it. We'll go to coaching adjustments. We're going to set our flats to 5 and our curl flats to about 20. However you want to do it, 15. You can put them in anywhere. Let's concentrate on the flats first. That's what we want to concentrate. Let's run the same play. Boom. Let's just say we know that they're going to look for a drag, right? Something underneath. Boom. Like that. Now, here's the cool part. Go ahead and make sure there's dual drags. And we'll just streak these guys like this just to get them out of the way. Let's go ahead and put the running back. Let's concentrate on the mesh concept. Okay, so now that I put cloud flats out there, man, okay, pay attention. What I can do is I can put this guy on an inside third, okay, like a cover 1. Then I can take this guy, put him on a curl flat, shade underneath, and then shade over the top. So wire triangle right stick down for underneath, gonna turn into a hard flat, and then wire triangle right stick over the top. The reason I say go back over the top is because if you go underneath, then the rest of your defense plays underneath, which means you're running an inside third. The streak on the left side will get over and you will get cooked. So we have to shade back over the top to prevent that. Now this guy right here is going to go for 5 yards. So what does this mean, bro? Okay, what does this mean? This means that my whole priority now is middle to the right side. I don't even have to worry about that side no more. I don't have to worry about it. We're shading over the top, and then you can shade inside or outside. I'll go outside like this. So they're gonna have to beat you on a route. So press, shade over the top, shade outside, right? And then you have this look. So all you have to do really is to worry about the middle of the field and over to the right side, okay? Or a corner route. So this is where you start to focus on just stopping the drags, and I'll show you guys how to stop the corner routes on the right side. So again, right here, boom. They snap the ball. I already know my left side's covered. Come this way, and I wait for this guy. Boom, right? Lock down on how to stop these drag routes at an advanced level, at a better level. And just once you start doing this, I'm telling you guys, like, you're gonna really mess with your opponent's head. All right, what's gonna happen is the better players are gonna start doing this. So you'll see that the guy that we put on the 5-yard cloud flat in our coaching adjustments is gonna go sit in the area waiting for the drag to come across. He's already waiting for the drag. So you don't really have to worry about if he gets burned. Where you're at is now you're on this side waiting for this side, okay? This one. Now what your opponent is gonna do, he's gonna see that he can't throw underneath because you're just playing crazy defense. He can start throwing them corner routes, okay? So something else that you can do is you can just go ahead and man up the running back, press shade over the top, put this guy on a cloud flat, right? And then remember, we set the curl flat to what, 20? We put the curl flat out here, okay? We're using this guy. So let's just say they're running dual drags. They're taking their tight end. Let's just say tight end is running a corner route, and then they put B on a streak. We're shading over the top to prevent the over the top throw. So we have a cloud flat, we have a curl flat. This situation right here to where all we really have to focus now is the underneath. So if they run, like I said, I mean, it's kind of set up right here, just like this, okay? Now let's see what happens if they try to hit the out route. All we really have to worry about with our user is, once again, this underneath route right here that's getting wide open. And then the A route is gonna be there. Your pass rush is gonna get there. And it's just incredible stuff that you could be running, man. 100%. You guys need to start running this style of defense as well, blending it all in. You'll see that the corner routes that this guy's gonna wanna throw is gonna be locked up. Now, right here, we may have set him too far back, so adjust. If you notice that any routes to the outside are getting underneath you, you can lower that curl flat in your coaching adjustments. All right, so that's a way to do it out of man defense. Now, if you want an easier way to do it, an easier way, say let's 4th and 2, and you just wanna make sure that you stop it, and you just want an easy way to do it, set your flats to 5, set your, I mean, you don't really need, you're not gonna use these, but we'll set our hook curls to 5, 5, 5. This is going to be, I don't know why it keeps resetting. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna run cover 2, Tampa 2 on $3-2 mug. Now you can run cover 2 from any formation. If you wanna run a 4-man pass rush, by all means, go ahead. You can use the mid read, that could be your user. We can do it in this defense as well. But with the adjustments here, let's just say we're running Tampa 2. Did I pick the right play? With that right here, and you'll notice a situation right here with this setup that I'm using right now, okay? Now what I wanna do, me personally, is I want a better pass rush. So I'm gonna go ahead and spread the D-line, crash. Let's just say I know he's going to pass the damn ball, you know what I mean? But with these adjustments that we put out on the field, anything underneath coming right here is gonna be clamped up, okay? Anything. I left the 4-man pass rush so he does not have the time. So you can run a cover 2 style defense, simple and easy with a 4-man pass rush. You'll notice that all our defenders right here are waiting for the underneath because our coaching adjustments are on point. However, you have to remember that in these situations, okay, your D field, okay, your routes over the top are gonna be open. This is why it's a chess game. If you feel like they're just gonna look for the underneath, you can run this defense, all right? You can run it. Now, apart from that, let's just say, right, you think they're gonna run that out route, okay? You could go ahead and put this guy on a quarter, okay? You can put him on an outside quarter, you could put this guy on an inside third, or you could put him on the flat, the curl flat like this, all right? You could put your mid read, well actually, you can put your mid read in the blue like this, okay? And then what you can do is you can put one of your D linemen or someone into a flat. So now you have this style of coverage of defense. If they try to run to the outside, let's just say they take B outside this way, mesh concept this way, and then streak the tight end like this. What you're gonna wanna do with your users, you're gonna actually wanna follow the tight end coming up the field because you know that, well actually the mid read picked it up. And you just see total clamping. Now remember, this is a 3-man pass rush, so it is weak. This is where the chess match comes in. And then if you're not careful, well typically what happens is if the quarterback moves, there's a penalty and they will get cooked. But let's go ahead and look at the replay so you guys can start understanding how this defense will work. We put the quarter out here. The quarter, since there's no threat, there's no clear out, he can play underneath. This guy that's guarding and can play underneath since we have him in these zone assignments and we're waiting for a crossing route this way or corner route coming this way with our quarter. This zone defender, which I am surprised he followed the tight end. Supposed to have been my assignment, but everything underneath is clamped up. And like I said, we're taking the mesh concepts away. We took the deep routes away. All we had to really worry about is typically the running back. Now, to make your pass rush better, sorry about that. I'll just show you guys this right here. You want to spread the D-line QB contain, okay? And then let's just assume we are a user. We'll put ourselves on a spy. But let me show you what this setup with QB contains. If they move with the quarterback left or right, your shedding becomes more, it's supposed to. I can't vouch for this defense right here, okay? I can only vouch for dollar and nickel over because they are awesome. However, the defense that allows a lot of the shedding is going to be the cover one robber press. If you didn't know it, do they have? Yeah, they have a cover one robber press. The shedding in that right here is actually better than any other in the game. So what I typically do is I will leave cover one robber press stock. I won't put QB contains. And you'll notice that a lot of the times these guys are going to start making better finesse moves. They'll shed a lot faster than usual. A lot of the times, especially in nickel over, it's a 4-man pass rush. You really don't have no time. So what you can do with your user is you can have your guy on a blitz, and then you can allow, you want to bounce off the offensive line and then go into coverage, okay? My technique is bounce off this guy to force him not to double team the guy on the outside. But let me show you guys real quick. Boom, we'll just keep him there. And if the quarterback makes a move left or right, it's harder for him to do anything, okay? That's cover one. However, this defense right here looks like it suffers from the pass rush, so you have to be careful, man. And another thing is people can run the ball on you still. You got to make sure you understand this, that runs like base and stuff can get mad yards. So you have to slow that down. The good thing about dollar is that we can stop it all. We don't really need to worry about the linemen. You can spread the linebackers to get them off the line. It's going to help you a little bit to slow the run game down from this formation. But you see what I'm saying? Spread the linebackers, back them off the line, put them on the outside by spreading the linebackers, and you're going to be good. I hope this helps, man. I hope you guys use this. Doesn't have to be this defensive formation. It is very weak. This formation is very weak on defense. You probably want to use dollar, nickel over, big nickel. Utilize these same ideas and concepts in those defenses, and you're going to be all right. Drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.